Bruh. Yo, he did this way too well. Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Blue, and we're here. We're back with another video. Let's go ahead and get right into it. This one's going to be from Lazaresco. Titled When Cops Lose Control of Police Dogs. I've had two animal videos when it comes to police, and I think one of them is probably the one that one of the videos here is probably the one that I did already. Actually, no, it is the one that I did already. But this seems like it's going to be several. Let's go ahead and get right into it.
Get the dog off of it! Louie, low! Louie! You're fine.
These were moments when cops lost control of their canine units, starting with an officer opening the door.
Yo, if you want to make easy money, just have a canine unit bite your arm. Your arm is going to feel a little crazy afterwards. It's going to take a while to heal. But if you didn't do anything and the dog just pounces on you, easy lawsuit, easy money. I'm just saying.
Of a squad car to take cover, only to accidentally release the canine inside.
Huh?
Hey! Louie, God! Louie, low!
On May 9th, 2021, two canine officers were tracking down a stolen white truck. They quickly located the stolen vehicle and initiated a high-risk traffic stop. One of the canine officers exited his squad car with his canine to assist, while the other canine remained inside the other squad car.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Hands! If you run, you're gonna get bit by the dog! Okay, keep your hands where I can see them. Hey, hold right here. Hey!
Everything was going according to plan until the third officer arrived.
Wait, why? Why did he do that? What was his explanation? What was his explanation?
If you run, you're gonna get bit by the dog. Okay, keep your hands where I can see them. Hey, hold right here. Hey!
Everything was going according to plan until the third officer arrived.
I'm gonna open this behind you. Why? Why? For what are you getting? I'm
No, there's a dog there. Hey!
Oh, my bad.
Louie, God! Louie, low! Louie! Louie, low! Cover the car! Cover the car! Move! Just, get the dog off!
Lawsuit.
Auto.
Homie was already down. That's
If
the
that
lawsuit.
Red Bull he was sipping on initially didn't give him any wings, the K9 that's mauling him might. While this K9 is back inside the squad car, the other handler is still trying to get his K9 off of a suspect who, mind you, is not the one who stole that white truck. The carjacker is still sitting in the driver's seat of the stolen vehicle with his hands out of the window. This guy was only seen talking to the
That's a heavy
carjacker.
lawsuit.
Nonetheless, the K9 refuses to let go, ignoring every command, causing his handler to utilize a metal bite release bar, which eventually does the trick.
Damn it!
Nah, that's an automatic lawsuit. What?
Turns out that guy had nothing to do with the carjacking at all. So there's a high likelihood a lawsuit came out of this. However, I couldn't find anything definitive, so I really hope that guy got some kind of compensation. The K9 attacked without command and did not comply with commands to let go. Therefore, the K9 was temporarily removed, and the K9 handler was reassigned to other patrol duties until he and his K9 were recertified in
Yeah, you and your canine need to go back. Do some more training.
all training areas. The carjacker was arrested, but they gatekeep his charges, just as they have with information about whether there was an actual lawsuit. Regardless, a lot of money is on the table in a case like this. In this next case, the K9 ignored the suspect and attacked the officers instead.
What?
On April 18th, 2023, Florida police pursued 23-year-old Isaiah, who was observed driving recklessly at speeds over 130 miles per hour. Approximately 2 minutes later, the high-speed chase ended abruptly when Isaiah lost control of his car while attempting to dodge traffic at another light. An officer tried to follow him, but quickly realized something was wrong.
No way. Bruh.
Having quickly pulled his K9 off his colleague's arm, the handler maintains a tight grip on the dog's collar while pursuing Isaiah on foot. Meanwhile, the rest of the police officers arrive at the crash scene and collide with each other, escalating the situation to become increasingly chaotic and embarrassing. An officer then races to another roadway to prevent Isaiah from crossing it, but in doing so, almost kills him.
The truck almost hit.
After Isaiah narrowly escaped being flattened by a semi-truck, they release another K9 unit.
Send the dog! Send the dog! Send the dog!
That man's exhausted at this point. And the dog doesn't even go after him. Where is he going? Are they having the dog? Is a dog on him? Wait.
Remember the Keystone Cops? These officers are just as incompetent. If I re-edit it with some additional touches, it would look like a remastered episode of the
Before he gets to that, that's probably gonna be funny because the Keystone Cops was something else. Why did they still have the dog on him after they got him? That's the thing that I don't understand. Why are we still constantly having the dog on the guy when they clearly got him under custody? What's the reason?
Keystone Cops.
Bruh. Yo, he did this way too well. This is done way too well.
Passenger in the car
Yo, that's crazy.
that Isaiah crashed into was injured and taken to the hospital. The officer who had been attacked sustained bite wounds on his arm. While these wounds healed relatively well, they left permanent scars. Officers who remained at the scene to search Isaiah's vehicle discovered 2 guns and marijuana. Isaiah was arrested and charged with speeding, reckless driving, hit and run, fleeing, possession of marijuana, and resisting arrest. In December 2023, he was arrested again, this time on charges of first-degree felony murder and second-degree attempted murder. Although Isaiah might have deserved it, many innocent people are also bitten by K9 units that disobey commands to let go.
You're fine.
On September 23, 2017, 3 officers were looking for 2 burglary suspects with the help of a K9 unit. What happened next led to a major overhaul in how police officers use K9 units today.
Oh, there's a lady. Out, out.
Please.
Yep.
Help me.
The K9 sank its teeth deep into 52-year-old Desiree Collins, who was just taking out her trash. You can hear the officers scream the command out over and over again, but the K9 doesn't let go until nearly 30 seconds later.
Stand up, stand up, stand up. We'll get you some medics.
Ow.
Stand up.
What's wrong?
What are you doing?
Nothing. It's not your fault.
Lawsuit. I don't know why she was on the floor, but that's a lawsuit. I don't know when dogs are given the okay to just attack whoever's nearby. Doesn't make any type of sense. That's a lawsuit. I know it.
Just take a seat over here, okay?
Sit down. Okay, we're gonna get some medics for you, ma'am.
Due to this incident, K-9 officers are now required to test their control over their K-9s at least twice a month. Those who don't meet the training standards will be removed from patrol duties. Desiree suffered multiple bite wounds on her only functioning arm, as her other arm had been partially amputated due to burns she sustained as a child. However, her life improved somewhat after receiving $520,000 in compensation, which she was very pleased with. Additionally, her wounds healed relatively well. This next case is an intense good cop, bad cop type of situation. Unfortunately for the suspect, the bad cop had full authority over the K-9 unit.
Get the dog off of me!
This is the one I did last time.
Get the dog off of me! On the ground!
On July 4th, 2023 in Ohio, an officer attempted to stop a semi-truck because of a missing mud flap. Unaware of the reason, the young 23-year-old driver, Jadarius, hesitated to pull over, fearing he might become the next viral hashtag. This fear was intensified by the recent brutal death of Tyre Nichols, who, despite being unarmed and compliant, was beaten to death by officers. This incident had heightened general anxiety about being pulled over, even for minor issues. As Jadarius continued driving, the officer called for backup, and Jadarius called his mother, who said, "If you didn't do anything wrong, then pull over and everything should be fine."
It's forward. It's going to be because there's all, it's like county line. You'll see there's several units. Okay, I'm coming to a stop.
Get out of the truck!
See, now it's all starting to make more sense. I'm starting to understand because they gave some information. They didn't really give too much information because it was literally just a body cam. I didn't understand why they pulled the gun out. And now that they mentioned it's for a mud flap and maybe he kept on moving. Why? You have a whole AR pointed at this truck. I understand that it's a truck, but a whole AR? Running is the last thing that you should do, but I would be pretty frightened too if you're pulling out an AR, not even a pistol. What?
You just pull back out.
Jadarius was about to comply, but when he sees the officers with their guns drawn, he becomes too frightened to step out and flees the scene. Terrified for his life, he dials 911 and tells the dispatcher, "I don't know why they're trying to kill me." The dispatcher replies, "They're not trying to kill you." "Yes, they are. I don't feel safe stopping." Jadarius insists. Realizing he can't outrun the numerous officers pursuing him, Jadarius eventually gives in and pulls over again.
It wasn't the right thing to do, but I can see why he was terrified and ran away. He's also 20-something, probably never dealt with the cops. I don't understand why. Somebody explain to me why the AR was necessary. Please explain to me. Because that's a bit much. You pull out an AR, you pull out a shotgun. That automatically puts me in the mindset of, if I do make the wrong movement, I'm going to die. Pistol is one thing, but having an AR and a shotgun, nah, bro.
Come to me!
That's a crazy thing.
Get on the f***ing ground or I'm gonna send the dog.
That's the thing I don't understand.
Here.
You can hear it from the camera. The other guy saying, "Come to me." Why are you telling him to get on the ground or the dog is gonna... Nah, bro.
You're gonna get the f***ing dog sick. Get on the ground or you're gonna get bit. Come to me, man!
One officer repeatedly commands Jadarius to walk toward him, while the K-9 officer shouts for him to get on the ground. Confused and unsure, Jadarius raises his hands, believing that this universal sign of surrender is his safest option. Unfortunately, this decision leads to disastrous consequences.
Please, K-9, you're gonna get bit. Do not. Please, K-9, you're gonna get bit.
Don't release the dog.
Final chance, you're gonna get bit.
Do not release the dog with his hands up.
Search here.
Do not release the dog with his hands up. Do not release the dog with his hands up. Don't.
Nah, here.
Dude,
Stealing.
Do not. On the ground! On the ground! Hey, do not get the dog off of me! On the ground! Get the dog off of me! Get it off! Oh, please! Get the dog! Get it off and don't take my arm! Out the dog! Get the cab! Get the cab! Get the cab! On the ground! We're reaching! We're reaching! Get it off! Get the dog off! Get it off! Get it off! Get it off! Get it off! I play football! Please! 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 I play football! Please! Please!
This is gonna be where lawsuit. Bro, I know that dog is holding tight.
Get it off! I'm sorry, dog! Get it off! Get it! Please stop! It hurts, dog!
Terrible, man. That deserves termination. In my opinion.
The K9 handler was later identified as Officer Ryan Speakman, though his presence at the scene that day remains unclear. Officer Speakman did not hear the warnings to withhold the dog. Regardless, deploying the K9 was excessive, as Jadarius, with his hands raised, did not pose a significant threat. This incident sparked a conflict between the two groups of officers.
I don't know why they seem like pissed off at me.
I don't know.
He didn't comply. I gave him 3 commands. I told him, final warning. If you don't get on the ground, you're gonna get the dog.
Was that not loud enough?
You said it 3 or 4 more times.
I don't know why they seem mad at me for it. He wasn't complying. I mean, am I wrong?
I don't need it wrapped up right now.
Go ahead, console your dog. Even your dog knows that he is coming.
Bro, get off me.
I can't.
Bro, I have handcuffs on. What am I doing to you?
You could kick somebody. I don't want you to
I'm
kick
gonna kick.
anybody.
I'm not gonna kick nobody. I just got bit by a dog.
I understand that. Just
Man, you
calm
don't
down.
understand.
Good boy.
You don't understand. Did you get bit by a dog?
You didn't comply, so you got the dog.
Nobody's trying to hurt you.
Shit, you just let a dog bite me.
I mean, I'm not crazy. You guys could hear me giving loud commands. I mean, he wasn't giving up. The only reason he started going to the ground is because he seen the dog coming after him. I mean, I'm not stopping him. Right. He was like, I think whoever was yelling down there, this guy was like, no, here, this guy.
It was later confirmed that Officer Speakman had indeed heard the other officers' warnings, but chose to ignore them. Jadarius was taken to a nearby hospital before being transferred to jail on a charge of failure to comply, a 4th-degree felony. While it remains unclear whether Jadarius sustained lasting injuries, it is evident that he feared for his life that day. Following a thorough investigation, Officer Speakman was fired, and Jadarius received $225,000 in compensation, secured by civil rights attorney Ben Crump, who had previously represented
I don't hate Crump. I hate the BS work that he does for some of these cases. But that's his job, I guess. Thankfully, for this case, he managed to get something from him. So hopefully he ain't take too much. I think they said 250,000. Hopefully he didn't take 100,000 or more than that. Hopefully he only took like 10,000 or something like that, if anything. But yeah, Crump got on my nerves with most other cases that I see him in.
Family of George Floyd. In the following case, Vancouver police were making an arrest when the K9 handler suddenly lost sight of his K9.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Another
On
lawsuit.
September 22nd, 2019, Nathan Lux was recording an arrest from his second-floor apartment when he noticed a police dog suddenly crossing the street at full speed. The K9 charged towards an individual walking on the sidewalk across the street who had nothing to do with the crime scene further down the road. The K9
no training, no indicate. Let me stop.
handler and another officer ran over while repeatedly shouting the command, "Heel." The K9 did not obey, and it took considerable effort to release its grip from the man's arm. The man suffered minor injuries and refused hospital treatment. There was likely a lawsuit over this incident, but I found little to no updates on the case, except that the K9 unit was removed from duty during the internal investigation. In the next case, the officer was so violent with a teenager that his own K9 decided to attack him rather than the potential suspect.
As he should. What is he doing?
On March 28, 28, 2022, in Panama City Beach, Florida, a popular party destination for college students, a K-9 unit officer was yelling at a group of young people. While a female officer was arresting someone, the K-9 officer was ensuring that none of the arrested person's friends would intervene. At that moment, the K-9 officer decided to make an example out of an innocent young man to demonstrate his authority and strength.
And the dog knew exactly what was going on and was telling his owner, chill out, bro. Calm down, chill out. We're not doing this. This is not what we about. I don't understand why you drag the person down like that for.
What he do? He ain't do that. Oh my God.
Yes.
He biting his ass.
Those dogs are trained to bite hard, so that K-9 could have seriously injured the officer. However, it seemed more like a warning bite to make him back off. When identities are not released, updates are often not provided either. While that K-9 knew what to do, this...
Yo, what's going on, everybody? If you reach this far into the video, that means that you are a real one, and I appreciate it. I appreciate you. We reached 500 subs, which is great. Thank you guys so much. And that being said, we're halfway to our goal, which is 1,000 subs. Let's clap it up. So as a token of my appreciation, we're going to be doing a small giveaway once we hit the goal. But do know that as this channel continues to grow, the giveaway amount is also going to grow. But more details is going to come later on. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and like, subscribe so you can be part of this great community of living one Geta. Let's go ahead and get back to the video.
Next K-9 was confused and ended up doing the most unexpected thing. On August 6, 2015, an officer conducted a vehicle inspection on 70-year-old Clyde Gebeline, who seemed agitated and in a hurry.
I gotta get going.
Well, you're gonna have to wait until we're done with the
I'm
inspection.
not gonna wait either.
Well, you'll have to.
No, I don't have to.
Yes, sir, you
Don't
do.
tell me, hey, I have to.
No.
I'll get in that truck and leave.
Well, that's fine, but then I'm gonna have to arrest you.
Go ahead.
You're staying here, sir. You're not leaving.
I'm leaving.
The officer then follows Clyde for about 10 minutes before stopping again. 2 additional officers arrive as backup, including a K-9 officer who immediately commands his dog to attack.
Why? His head? His head? The dog is on his head.
Clyde was taken to a nearby hospital and later transferred to jail on charges of fleeing an officer, resisting arrest, and operating a commercial motor vehicle without a license. He was released the following day on a $500 cash bond. Unfortunately, the head injury caused him permanent damage. Judge Gregory Huber dismissed 2 of the charges in September 2015, and in June 2016, the remaining charge was also dropped after Clyde met the terms of a court agreement. Clyde subsequently filed a lawsuit citing pain, permanent scarring to his head, medical expenses, and business losses. He requested that the court determine the amount of damages he should receive, though this information remains private. Clyde passed away at home on June 5th, 2023 at the age of 76 with his family by his side. May he rest in peace. If you like this video, you might also enjoy watching this one.
That's crazy. I mean, I'm pretty sure this doesn't happen in a lot of cases, but this is prime example why I do not like dogs. It's not that I don't like dogs. It's just that people tend to not know how to train their dogs. But they tell you, yeah, the dog is fine. It's okay. These are canine specific dogs. There should be no reason why any of these dogs are attacking without giving the order like the one woman. There's no reason why this is on the officer side, like the video that I did last time. There's no reason why you can clearly hear in the camera the other officer already giving orders to come this way. Why are you telling the dude, get down on the ground or I'm gonna release the dog? And then he has his hands up and you still release the dog and you don't stop the dog. Doesn't make no sense. And I don't know. It's just, this is a tricky situation. I'm glad they increased the requirements to where you got to do a little more training with the dog and like constant evaluations to make sure that the dog is still good. But yeah, nah, that's the, like I said, look, you want easy money from the cops, make sure there's a canine unit, do what you need to, and hope that the canine goes berserk or the person makes the dog attack you. It's just a bite wound, right? It's a flesh wound, right? That's all you need, right? Right. Interesting video nonetheless. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm gonna catch y'all later.